Roger Wright, and welcome to another edition of Why the Y. It is December outside. The holiday decorations are up here at the Y and out in the community, and the month of January is right around the corner, and that means some of you out there are going to make some serious health and wellness goals for 2025 to get fit, and there is no better place to get fit in Wadsworth than the Wadsworth Y. So with me, we have a special guest today, and nobody better to talk about membership with than Helen Kiko. Helen, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yep, the membership director here at the Y. So Helen, it's the time that people start thinking about health goals, and today we are going to answer the question, why the Y? So tell us a little bit about the Y, your background, how you got started in this, and let's talk about the Y.
Sure. So when the Y came to Wadsworth in 2012, I had two little toddlers, and I needed to be back out into the workforce and to actually have some adult conversation. So I started working at the front desk as a member service representative. And then it just kind of spiraled. I started working more and more, and then I became the business manager in 2021, and then I became the business and membership coordinator in December of 2021, and then I became the membership director in January of 23. So I've been in that role ever since then, and I absolutely love it. So. All
right, a lot of experience here at the Y, and certainly when we talk about this facility, we always talk about our partners. There's a lot of partners that are involved here and there. Maybe talk a little bit about our partners.
Yeah, so we're part of the Wadsworth Community Center, which actually includes the high school right next door. And then we have the senior center, we have WCTV, and we have SUMA in their physical therapy and doctor's offices right in the building.
In addition to that, we're part of the greater Akron Y, so we've got a number of Ys that we're involved with.
Yeah, so we have 6 membership branches, we have several daycare centers, and we have 2 camps all in the Akron Area Association.
All right, well, let's talk membership. So we're gonna kind of take this show like there's somebody out there that's thinking, I've always thought about joining the Y. Why would I do that? So talk a little bit in general about membership at the Y.
Yeah, so we have all different types of memberships that will fit your family. We have in the membership, you can have access to our 3 pools, our fitness center, our walking track. We have several classrooms that we hold classes in, and then we also have a child watch area. And then our field house also has basketball courts, and on top of that, we have pickleball courts, which is a growing sport here in Wadsworth.
And one of the things about our membership that I like is our membership's going up. I know we all know during COVID that was everybody got hard hit, but you know, gyms and workout facilities. But it's coming back now.
It is, yeah. So we're almost up to pre-COVID numbers. We have 4,800 units, and within those units, we have 9,700 members. So that's very close to where we were pre-COVID.
Okay, and one of the nice things about our Y specifically, I think too, is our retention rates. And I think that speaks directly to the job you're doing and the job our staff is doing. But talk a little bit about retention. People not only join this Y, but they tend to stay at this Y.
They do. Our retention rates, we have a 13-month and a 90-month or a 90-day that we constantly monitor. And you know, we're always in the 80% range and for the 90-day, and then the 60% for 13-month. 60% for the 13-month. So they stay. They come, they stay, they join it because we offer so many different types of classes and programs, and we have the 24/7 access. We do summer day camps, and if you're a member here, you're a member at all 6 of our branches. Plus, we have a nationwide reciprocity, which means that if you go to South Carolina or Wisconsin or Tennessee or something like that, that you might be able to go to their Y also to continue your fitness while you're on vacation.
Okay, well, hey, enough in here. Let's get out and see the Y. We've got Dave Critchfield and Judy Power, some other board members, and we're going to go see this great facility.
Okay, perfect. I'm so excited.
Hey, good morning. I'm Dave Critchfield here with Allie McConnell, who is a member and brings her family to this wonderful facility and drops her kids off at Child Watch. We're going to visit with her a little bit and find out exactly why she likes Child Watch and what the benefits are. So can you give us a little background on yourself and how long you've been coming here?
Sure. So I've been coming to the Y, I think 8 years now actually. I started coming right after I moved home from college, and it's kind of a family affair. My parents come, my sisters come with their kids, so it's fun to see everybody when I stop in. And now that I have kids of my own, the Child Watch is just a really nice perk to have while I'm here.
Okay. How many kids do we usually have in Child Watch? How many have we had, Helen?
Well, it can vary from day to day. As the colder months come about us, we can have usually about 10 to 20 kids in Child Watch. We also do have 3 workers in there usually also. So more the kids, more the workers, but everybody gets along quite well. We can separate the younger kids from the older kids, but everybody has a great time in Child Watch.
Allie, have you had any feedback from your kids being in Child Watch?
Yes, of course. Sawyer loves it. Just today I was asking him, what are you going to do today? And he said, I'm going to go play with my friends at the gym. So he loves to go in there. And I just love that, you know, as a parent, you want to show up and be the best for your kids, but that's hard to do if you never have time for yourself. So it's nice to be able to drop him in there and go get some time for myself so that then I can be my best for him when we go home and have other stuff to do throughout the day. And it's nice, the workers in there are wonderful. Even though there's a lot of kids, like they love each kid individually and they know each kid and are willing to spend time with them. So it's been a really great experience that we've had.
Oh, that's great. Okay. We'll move on to another area of the Y with Helen, okay? Bye. Okay, we're with Kayla here with Child Watch. She's on the staff, and she's going to explain a little bit why she likes being on the staff and how long she's been here and what they do in the Child Watch.
I'm Kaylee. I've been here for, it's going to be 4 years this April. I love working in Child Watch because I just love the age of the kids. Like, they're just super fun, and you get to see their personalities come out and get to interact with other kids outside of school or outside of home life, and it's super fun. Child Watch is where parents can come and work out for up to 2 hours. They can have their kids from 6 months up to 10 to 11 years of age. So they can have a little bit of time for themselves, and up to 2 hours, they can just do whatever.
Okay, and how many staff members do we need per child when they're in there? How does that work?
So we have 3 staff members each morning, and it's up to about like 25 to 30 kids for us. So that's about the average of like 20 to 15 kids a day.
Okay, that sounds great. So bring your kids to Child Watch, and they'll be in great hands with Kaylee. Okay, we're at the front desk now. I'm with Helen, and she's going to explain a little bit why you have to stop at the front desk before you come into the rest of the Y. Helen?
Yes. So when you come in through the front doors, you'll see the front desk right here. You'll get to see our member service representatives who will definitely answer any type of questions that you may have. They can also give you tours, they can answer the phones, and they can handle any of thing that you would have related to anything about the Y.
Okay, so you can, if you're not a member, get a tour, no cost. So how does that work, Helen?
Yeah, you just stop at the front desk and say that you would like a tour. We'll have you fill out a quick little sheet of paper, and then we'll take you on a tour and we'll explain everything about the Y and show you all the areas of the YMCA.
And also, if you want to become a member, you stop here and they can register you for that?
Yeah, we can register you for memberships. We could also register you for any programs that you sign up for.
Okay, so this is definitely a place to stop when you first come into the Y.
Good morning, I'm Judy Powers. I'm a board member here at the Y, and we are at the workout center, the fitness center for the YMCA with Helen, and she's going to give us some information about what goes on here.
So we have the machines that are right behind us. We also have the free weight area, and we have the group exercise classroom where you can take various classes.
Helen, could you tell it, we have the Rally with the Y coming up here shortly. Could you give us a little more information on that?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Rally for the Y is happening in February. It happens every year in February, and those are on their espresso bikes, which are right over here. And you would just go ahead and if you wanted to actually participate and ride, you would create your own account. And then that logs you into the Rally for the Y. And every mile that you ride, they'll donate 10 cents from the Espresso Bike Company. Or you can go ahead and sponsor a rider if you don't want to ride yourself. And you can do a flat amount, or you could go ahead and do a cent amount or dollar amount per mile for that rider.
And you know, this is a good way for the members or non-members to give back to the Y. So it is a great program. I give to it. I sponsor Gary every year.
Right.
I don't know who he has ride the bikes, but he does a very good job. And from now we are going to move on to the track.
Okay, we're at the track now. You'll probably hear a little bit of background because we've got pickleballers playing, and we've got a numerous amount of people walking the track, which we have when the weather turns bad, which it is right now. So tell us a little bit about the participation at the track, Helen.
Yeah. So we have our walking track, which is right above our field house, pickleball courts and basketball courts. It's 1/8 of a mile around, and so it takes you 8 times to do a whole mile. And depending on the day of the week it is, they're going to have you going in one direction or the other. And we have a sign clearly posted at the very beginning of the track to show you which direction to go.
Okay, can you run on this track too, as well as all these walkers?
So yes, you can definitely go ahead and run. And if you have a baby in a stroller, you're more than welcome to go ahead and have that stroller also on the track with us.
Okay. Well, you know, we talked about the Rally for the Y, and you might wonder why we try to have some fundraisers here. The YMCA is actually a nonprofit organization, and so the support of the community and individuals go to really help run this place, right?
Right. So since we are a nonprofit, we do raise money for our annual campaign, which actually supports our financial assistance program that we call the sliding scale, which will give you a discounted rate on your membership for the people that would need it. And then we also do other programs that also come from those. Like we do safety around water, which we'll kind of talk about more when we're in the pools. And then there's other programs that also go for from the annual campaign.
Okay. So as you can see, there's a lot for everyone, especially the whole family here at the YMCA in Wadsworth. So we're going to move on to another area.
We are here now in the cycling room upstairs next to the workout room. And we are going to, as you can see, we have many of the bikes in here. And Helen will tell a little more about what goes on.
So in our cycling room, we have 20 bikes, plus we have our instructor bike that is actually facing out into the room, and they'll go ahead and they'll turn off all the lights, and they'll have a black light on and a little bit of a little strobe, little disco ball that they have going on, and then they blast the music, and they just go ahead and ride to whatever the instructor tells them to do. And it always sounds like a fun class. I've actually taken several of them, and you definitely get a good workout from cycling.
One of the things that I've been told about that's really cool about the cycling room is that they do turn the light off so that anybody that's a beginner, you really can't see what the other person's doing. So yeah, I've heard it's just a great class, it's a great workout, and we're very fortunate to have this also here at the Y. So we'll move on to the wall.
Okay, we're at the impact wall, is what they call it here, and Helen is going to spend some time on this because I'm really not familiar with it, even though I've walked past it probably 150,000 times. It would be good to hear from her perspective on what this means to the Y.
Yeah. So our impact wall is talking about some of our members that have been impacted by the YMCA. Like we have here, our fast friends. They actually did not know each other before coming to the Y, and they started taking the same class together, and they actually became good friends because of those classes, and they still to this day come to the same classes several days a week. And then we have our daily dose, which is by Ken. He comes 5 to 6 times a week. He enjoys the fitness center. He'll go play pickleball. He'll also be part of our coffee club that we have going on in our lobby area with other gentlemen. And then we have Ed, who is losing his sight. He comes here with his dog Buzzy, and they go work out every day almost at the fitness center. So part of our why we have the impact wall is part of our mission is that we like to put our Christian principles into practice through programs that build a healthy spirit, mind, and body for all, because we are for all people.
There you go. And it's stated right there on the wall, achieve a greater sense of spirit, mind, and body. And we're going to put the body in the pools here next, going to the aquatic room. Okay, we're downstairs in the aquatics. That means we are down here with the 3 pools that is operated by the YMCA, and each one has a purpose, and Helen will tell you all about that, right?
Yes, I will. So our very first pool that is currently behind us is our recreation pool. It's about 86 degrees. It goes from 0 depth all the way up to 3 feet 6 inches in the back. Our kids absolutely love it. We have swim lessons in here, and we have open swim for the kiddos. We also have a vortex in that pool. So next pool is over right across from it, and that is our therapy pool that is actually owned by Summa Physical Therapy. It's about 92 degrees in the water, and it goes from 3 feet 6 inches all the way up to 7 feet. And Summa has their physical therapy patients in there for aqua therapy, but then we also are allowed to have our arthritis classes in there. And then our next pool is our lap pool. It goes from 3 feet 6 inches all the way up to 7 feet, and it ranges between 82 to 84 degrees, and there's lap swimming in there. We also have our swim team. The Y swim team is actually enjoying it, and then we also collaborate with the high school, and the high school swim team also uses that for their pool. So.
Well, the YMCA also manages and runs the outside pool during the summer, don't they? And they get a lot of participation there, but it's not included in the membership, is it?
Correct.
You want to explain that?
Yeah. So the Grizzly Outdoor Pool is right across the parking lot from where we are located, and it is actually a collaboration between the city and us. And we run it and maintain it, and you can buy a season pass for it, and it runs Memorial Day through Labor Day, or you can pay a daily fee to enjoy the pool outside during the summer. And if you are a YMCA member of the Akron Association, then you get a discounted price on the season pass.
Yeah, good. You know, one other thing we haven't touched on is our 24 access, and the pools are not available at 24 access after the Y's close. You want to explain why?
Yeah. Oops, sorry. So the YMCA has 24/7 access at our branch and 3 other branches in the association, and we have available the fitness center, the walking track, the field house, and the restrooms upstairs. And we can't have the pools open because it needs to be managed by a lifeguard. And because it is not staffed, we can't have the aquatic center open during 24/7.
Okay, sounds good. I think we're going to move on to pickleball next.
Okay, here we are now at the pickleball courts, and our first questions that we are going to ask to try and get some more information on pickleball process is David Brand. David, when someone comes into the pickleball courts or into the Y that has never played pickleball before, what is the process of this?
There are 3 ways to get information about pickleball. 1, you can call the front desk. 2, you can go out to the AkronYMCA.org site, go to Wadsworth, and you will get pickleball court times and basic information when we play. The third way, and the best way, is to stop into the Y. We have brochures that show you times and everything and costs. And then you can take a tour of really one of the best facilities for pickleball around. So there's 3 ways.
Okay, so are you saying you don't have to have a membership to play pickleball here?
No, you do not. You can pay what is called a guest fee. It's $10 for an adult, $5 for a youth, and you get the same court rights as anybody else. We are a membership organization, though, and most are membership people.
Great, great. Okay. This is Mike. He is for the membership spotlight. If somebody comes in that has never played pickleball before, what is the process that they have to go through? Is there a learning, someone that teaches them how to play? How do they go about this?
Essentially 2 ways to start learning to play this game. Either you can take a lesson or you can walk on the court. So both do work out. I personally recommend taking a lesson so you learn the rules and you learn how to hit the basic shots. But if one chooses a latter method, you'll learn that the pickleball community has a lot of very friendly, helpful people that will help you start your pickleball journey.
Okay. Now, when they do come in, do they choose a court, or are they assigned someone to play with, or how does that work?
So at the YMCA here, we apply the first come, first serve basis rule. We have a whiteboard on the wall, so people sign up to play in groups of 4, which we think works very well. It ensures that when there's people waiting to play, everyone gets to play in order, and no player or group can play beyond 1 game. So you can sign up alone, with a partner, in a group of 4 if you want to play as a group.
Okay. So, David, how many, I know that seems full, how many pickleball courts are there?
We have 10 pickleball courts. What you see behind us is the main court that the Y has. It's mostly available. We have courts over here. There are 3 courts. There are 3 courts over here. Since this is a shared facility, we have a schedule of when the times are available. You can pick it up at the Y or go to the YMCA site and get the schedule. But we are probably the best site indoors for pickleball times, I think.
Okay, so to go about reserving a court or courts if they want to plan, some kind of a pickleball party or whatever, how do they find out, of course, what is available for the times and the dates?
Okay, well, normally we reserve no courts. The courts are available first come, first served basis. The Y could consider a party for pickleball players, but that's something you would take to the executive director or Helen and ask about. We would have to carve out time for you.
I see. Okay, Mike, are there designated courts for more advanced players or people that are just beginners? How does that work?
Everyone plays on the same courts. We use the whiteboard for people to be able to sign up and play with people of their preferred skill level. So although players of all levels can play together, it really makes sense for people to try to play with people with a similar ability.
Okay. Do you know of any, are there concerns for injuries, or have there been anything bad that has happened whether it's during the Y hours or after hours?
We stress safety as we play, and we always recommend stretching and warming up before playing. There are injuries from time to time, but fortunately they have not been significant to date. We always recommend eyewear to protect from eye injuries, and we always tell people to know your physical limits and avoid going for hard-to-get balls that may risk injury. So recently I heard someone say, no ball is worth a fall, and I think that's pretty good advice on the pickleball courts.
Okay. I know I have heard people say that pickleball is for everyone, but I also know that if you have had knee replacements or things like that, that the twisting and the turning, have you seen any problems, people?
Not serious. There have been some injuries, and I tell everybody, make sure your doctor's okay with you playing, because occasionally someone has an injury and their doctor doesn't clear them for a while, so listen to the doctor. But at my age, everybody's probably playing with something that's sore. I myself am, but you know, you listen to the doctor, you don't go beyond your limits, and it tends to work out okay.
Okay. And David, do you see a majority of more seniors that are doing pickleball, or is it the millennials? Is it the older group, the seniors? What do you see?
Well, there are a lot of people my age playing, which is our retirees. There's a large number of us, but we are beginning to see more and more youth come into this game. Mm-hmm. So the high school over here is now teaching pickleball. They will migrate and play just like everybody else. The courts are open to youth, so they can play. But mostly seniors, but you can see by the group here, it's mixed.
Right.
Yeah.
Are there facilities here? Do they have locker rooms or designated area that they can go in and change their clothes or use the showers either during hours or after hours?
Well, let me say we do have showers and lockers during normal business hours. You can come into the facility and play off hours, but the showers are not available. So we are a facility that after hours we are being run by looking at cameras. So people can come in, but there are no staff on board, and you have to be an adult.
Okay. Is there anything that the two of you would like to elaborate on that we haven't touched so far? Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I will say it is a great group of people that come into this Y and play. A lot of us have developed friendships, and we meet outside of pickleball, and we play all over the place. So it's just really a lot of fun for most of us.
Did you see during the more summer, fall time, was it like a lot less people in here, or do you find that they are still coming in to the Y?
Some people like me always play at the Y. I like indoors better than out, but on a real nice sunny day in the summer, they're outside playing. In the winter, we're going to be packed. I mean, we really have a great facility here for pickleball. Mike will agree.
That's great.
I agree with that.
Mike, anything else you would like to add?
I also wanted to echo what he said about the people. Before I played this game, I didn't know it came with a social life, but it really does. And so I've met some very fine people that I wouldn't know without playing this game. So I'm thankful for that.
Great, great. Well, if that's all we have, that concludes the pickleball.
Okay. All right, well, Helen, that was great. We got all these wonderful facilities here at the Y. I think you've answered the question for us, why the Y? But we got to talk about a couple promos that are coming up here
Absolutely.
now. So what do we got coming up in December?
Well, in December, currently, we are offering when you buy a gift card, you get this wonderful scarf, Y scarf, that has the nice Y logo on it. And then in January, for all the New Year resolutions and everybody coming in and our current members, we want to show appreciation. You can get a Ready, Sweat, Go shirt that you currently have on. So that'll be our new promo in January.
Excellent.
So, and then in February, we are doing our Rally for the Y, which every single year we do, which is on the espresso bikes, that we can actually, you can ride it. And Espresso will actually donate 10 cents a mile for each mile that you ride, or you can go ahead and sponsor a rider, and you could do a flat route, or you can do a cent or dollar per mile for that rider.
All right, and Wadsworth's done well in that. Last year, number 10 in the nation?
We were. That was the very first time ever we were able to be up in the top 10, and this year our goal is to be in the top 5 in the nation.
All right, and then a couple of events in December. We have donuts.
We have donuts with
the big man.
Yes,
the big
with
man's
Santa.
coming. All right.
Yes, we have Santa coming on Saturday, December 21st. So people can definitely meet Santa, get pictures with Santa, have a donut with Santa. We'll also have crafts going on, and so sign-ups are currently happening for that, and it's $5 for each participant.
Okay, and Winter Wonder Camp?
Winter Wonder Camp, we have that over Christmas break. There'll be several days the week of Christmas and several days of the week of New Year's, when school is out of session. And they'll be running from 9 to 4 every single day that we have that offered, and signups are happening currently too.
All right. Well, as always, so many things going on at the Y.
Thank you.
I know the big men's basketball over 40 and over championships coming up.
Yes, it is. I think it's this week here in
and
December.
then registration coming up for basketball.
Right. So we have a youth basketball league too that we currently have signups for that. That'll begin at the very beginning of January. And then we'll have that for 6 weeks, and then we'll have another league starting after that for another 7 weeks. So yes.
Always so much.
Yes.
Always so much going
Yes,
on. Well, Helen,
yes.
thank you very much for everything you do here at the Y and for being our guest today.
Thank you.
To everybody out there, happy holidays from the Wadsworth Y, and we will see you next time on Why the Y. Thanks for watching.
You are watching WCTV, Wadsworth Community Television.